So this fly, it's quite similar to a fly called a tom thumb, which I seen Davy McPhail tie about 1 million years ago. First shown to me by Michael Lowe when we were on Rutland. It's a good fly for bringing fish up, but this one, it belongs to Caledonia fly, and it's called Deer-Shucker. Is it Deer-Shucker? Bear with me a wee second, and let's get the name right. Or Deer-Shucker. Deer-Shucker. Got a catalogue here. Deer-Shucker. So this is my yellow owl Deer-Shucker, and I really like this fly, and I like the hook that it's tied on. Something that we seem to have forgotten, but I love this hook. It's a B100 in gold, size 10. The materials are minimal, and I mean minimal. So we start off, you can tie this down to a 14. I like it best with a light wire hook, but quite big. So I'm going to get him in the vise there. I might tighten up my vise a little bit. But I used to use this hook for an awful lot of flies. I really like it. So the thread I've got is a light Cahill. And this is like a 6/0 or 4/0 denier. It's a pike fly tying thread, quite thick, and you'll see why I use that in a second. So I'm just going to come in and get some thread down. And then I come in with this stuff. I'm going to catch this in, because this has got to be my rib for my yellow owl. Pull like that till you're happy with where it is. And then winding down, I've got to do this a few times because I want my cream body. Keep that on this side. Right, so when I'm coming up, I'm going to try and cover everything. Like I say, I'll do this a couple of times because I didn't want the black coming through, which it will. So we went down and up once, back down again, covering any black, and then back up, touch and turns, everything's covered. Now what I'll do is I'll whip this off. It's actually easier to whip off and whip back on. I'll show you what I mean. So, because I've got this in a bobbin, I can do it really, really well. Coming up in open wraps, and then round about the thorax, I'm going to tie off. So that's my lovely body segmentation. It's a really popular buzzer like that. In fact, I tied one not that long ago, the blue owl. I really like that fly early in the season. So I'm back in again with my Cahill. And I want to come down, so when I rest my thread, it's opposite the point. Directly opposite the point. Right, now, I've already got some deer hair in the stacker, but let me just show you the deer hair, because my mate Ken Kennedy sent me this stuff. Look at that. Beautiful. Got half a deer there. But yeah, really, really good stuff to tie with. So like I say, I've got this in the stacker, all ready to go. There's my tips. This is the awkward bit, is swapping fingers. So finger and thumb, pinch, turn, pinch, turn, finger and thumb. It keeps all the tips in place. Any loose ones, pull them out there and then. And I want the tips the length of the body. So I'm going to flip these over in my fingers so they're facing back towards the back of the hook. So what I'll do is, if I get my finger and thumb there, it's about the same length as the body. That's about right. Same length as the body. Come into your tying in point, and then one wrap, two wraps, and then pull up. Keep your thumb and forefinger on so it doesn't splay. Keep it up, up. And that keeps everything coming out the back of the hook. Okay. Then build up a wee dam here. Build up a dam tight to the deer here. And then I've got this stuff. Stickle dub. I love it. Really leggy. Then we stick that on. What I like to do is bring to the front and then come back, get my thread all the way through it. A little bit more. Excuse me. A little bit more. Have to give myself enough space at the front. I've got a lot of deer hair here. And about there, this is where I'm going to start building my deer hair head, which you'll see. I've got a little taper there. So what I'm going to do is I grab my stub ends. I want to keep the bulk to lift it. You'll see what I mean. So if I keep my stub ends and I come in with my blade, I want a little bit of stub ends there to create my little loop. So I've got a little stub end there, so when I pull everything back, it's not going straight on it dubbing. And this is the tricky bit. So we pull everything up and forward, pull some of the fibres back. That's probably enough there. And then we've got to secure. Tight thread wrap, another one. Any stub ends we'll get rid. So that's your shuck at the back, and then just come through the fibres right to the front. Any stub ends of deer hair there, just pick them off. I think that's everything, is it? Nope. These just pick it really nicely. And then you can stick a tiny little bit of dubbing on the front just to lift the deer hair back. You see what I mean? And out of the way. Like so. And then just in, whip finish. I tend not to put thread on there. Now if there's too many fibres out the back, just come in with your thumb and forefinger and just pull them out. I like quite a lot there actually. But there he is. There's a stray fibre. The Deer-Shucker, a great fly, especially in this yellow owl version. I like to fish this on its own, and it'll often bring fish up out of nowhere. Also good in the shallows, to be fair. I really hope you enjoyed that, folks. If you did, please be kind enough to subscribe to the channel. Plenty more on there. Take care. Bye bye.